All right, guys. Happy Saturday for some of you guys. Happy Friday for some of you. We got Mark here, one of our legendary guys in the Darren Academy. He's got a beautiful story, transformation from where he was 3 months ago to where he is today, where we're going, and just super excited to share his story with you. So, you got Mark. Welcome, Need Fix. Gonna get here. Mark, it's great to see you. All right, here we go. Mikhail, good to see you here. Got Krishnan, Adam, welcome. There we go. Mark, good to have you.
Hi, Gary. Thanks.
All right, guys, so this is Mark here. It's his first ever live, so welcome along, Mark. Super excited to just share his story, its powerful transformation to where he is today in a short amount of time. But also excited for where you're going, Mark. Before we get into things, share a bit about that. So, where things were at when we started that got you to jump on board.
Yeah. So, look, I was just at a point in my life where I was starting to notice like differences in myself. So, like, I was starting to feel a lot more bloated. I felt tired all the time.
Mm.
I can feel as I was getting older, my metabolism is starting to slow down. So I can't get away with just eating what I wanted to eat.
Yeah,
And so I'm like, okay, I need a bit of a change there. And just had a lot of like very low self confidence in myself. So, yeah, so like I knew that there needed to be a change in myself.
gotcha. And just so we can see, right, because from the outside as well, Mark, so 3 months ago, I think from a lot of people from the outside perspective, hey, this he's awesome, he's fine, right? But sometimes it's just how it feels on the inside can be different. What were some of the doubts or skepticism before jumping on board this journey?
Yeah, I think for myself, uh, I think I just like would always play in my head. I'd always like think, you know what, I can't do it. I'm not going to achieve anything. You know, maybe I'll be successful for a couple of weeks.
Mm.
And then I'd be like, I'll just give up. It's just way too hard and I'm just going to give up. And yeah, it's just not going to work. I just always had that self-doubt
Yeah,
in
yeah,
myself. Yeah.
yeah. What were the things you tried beforehand before you started on board?
Yeah, look, I tried like, watching YouTube videos, like guys like trying to explain how they do it, how they succeed. But just like very brief videos. I'd look online, read articles, but nothing really gave like a clear picture of how to actually do it. Like there was a few things that I tried to take from it.
Mm.
Um, yeah, but it just didn't work. And then like I'd go to the gym and I'd be on the treadmill pretty much all
Mm.
the time, but I was just going around in circles. I wasn't seeing results.
Yeah.
And I don't think I was getting the foods right of what to eat and what not to eat. So yeah, it was just like very confusing.
I gotcha. And I'm sure a lot of guys can relate with that. I definitely felt that, that feeling. And when you mentioned the self-confidence piece, what do you feel was going on beforehand that was getting in the way?
Yeah, I think a lot of it was like just a lot of things that come up for myself, like when I was growing up. Like there was a lot of the times where I just like through my whole life just always doubt myself and always like just give me that low confidence in myself. Like I couldn't be myself often. Yeah, I think that's definitely a lot of it was like a lot of things that like, happened growing up
Mm.
that just gave me that very low confidence.
Yeah. What has um what has changed since Mark? Because obviously we've been doing work on a lot of different pieces. How has things transformed since?
Um, well, for a start, like I've got definitely like a lot more confidence. I mean, I'm like doing like a live stream, so that's like giving me a lot of confidence to do that.
Yeah. Just to
But
share, by the way, Mark, the way you're talking right now, it's your first time
yeah,
interviewing live. You're coming across super confident. You're looking great. You're looking sharp. This wasn't where things that were at 3 months ago. But yeah, what has changed?
yeah. So a lot of the things like I think has changed a lot is definitely physical.
Yeah,
So definitely like, I'm fitting in like, clothing that used to be like really tight on me is now like really loose. I'm feeling great. I'm not bloated anymore. I'm eating like really good foods. I'm discovering like nice new foods that are like nice and healthy, which is
yeah.
good. So that's been great. I sleep well. And like the other benefit and the bonus that I really love is like going to the gym now is like so cool.
Yeah.
And like yeah, doing strength training and doing the weights and all the different workouts. Yeah, it's been actually quite fun. So that's been like really cool too.
Awesome. So the confidence in the gym, enjoying the workouts, the health, the energy, all of the above.
Yeah.
I've got some numbers here that I just shared with you, right? It's been like what 5, 6 kilograms down, about 8, 9 centimeters down on the waistline, increase in chest, increase in the arms. Um, how has this impacted other areas of your life, of the work we've been doing in terms of confidence you shared um, on a day-to-day living outside of the body?
Yeah. It's definitely given me the confidence like to wake up each day just on a positive mindset, and even going to work like I love going to work. I
Yeah.
just like I love showing up now. Like I love showing up. And one of the other areas that I had low confidence in was doing meetings and stuff. And now,
Mm.
like I don't even think twice about it. Like I can just jump into a meeting and participate or run the meeting,
Let's
and
go.
just don't even think about it. Just like do it. Just like
Amazing.
it's really really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember our first conversation, right? I say, hey, we're in front of the meetings, leading them. There's like all the nerves that come up, but it sounds like we're in more flow stage now. You just go on and just talk and just go for it. You mentioned, feel free to share this if you like about the pool parties and that side of things. Is that something you're open to sharing?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, definitely no. So, like I'd go to like, parties and stuff, and before like I'd be like always like in the back corner, or I'd get up and dance, and then I'd like after like a few minutes I'd like start to feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Um and but now like, like I've had a recent trip to Vietnam, and I went
yeah.
to a couple of parties, and yeah, had like so much fun. And like I went to like a pool party, and that was like heaps of fun. And I had no hesitation, like taking my top off, and
Let's
like I
go.
felt good about myself. And yeah, it was like really heaps of fun. It was really good.
Amazing. What I'm hearing, Mark, right? So there's like inside out transformation. Obviously, physically, by the way, at some point we're going to share those if you're up for it, to share like how incredible the transformation has been. But it's really this internal shift of like Mark owning yourself, owning your worth, owning your presence, being inside your body, owning yourself, feeling good to be you, the freedom there. What do you feel has been different about this journey? Because there's a lot of things, you can get a workout plan, you can do a diet plan, you can get a trainer to count reps and weights for you, dietitian, you can do therapy. What's been different about the journey so far?
Yeah, I think like the difference that I've noticed on the journey has been like how I've tapped into like my mental well-being and
Mm,
my the way I reflect on things.
mm,
And because a lot of that like reflection that I've had have actually like brought up a lot of stuff like in my past and stuff. And I think a lot of that has been a lot of like hindrance
mm.
on my success, like
Yeah,
success like in the gym, and success like in my confidence and all of that. So I think like the journey that I've been on has been able to do that, like being able to really tap into myself and really have that really strong self-reflection,
yeah,
that has just like made the journey just so much easier. Yeah,
yeah.
it's very very
What would
powerful.
yeah? What would you say to someone? Because I've done this before, Mark. Hand up first, or someone say, "Hey, I'm just gonna do the workout. I just need some. I just need to go on a diet. That's all I need, and that's gonna help me get really confident if I just get the body."
Yeah, I'd probably say to that, like, if this experience was just doing that, I don't think I would have succeeded. You know, I think I would have like lasted like maybe 2, 3 weeks, and then I just would have said, no, this is too hard, I give up. And I think like with the journey that you've taken me on, Jared, is just totally different. Like when I have been able to tap into myself and make myself stronger internally, that has just enabled me just to like just enjoy this experience and just succeed as well. Like the success that I've had, like I smile because like I've had a lot of successes. So
I'm so
yeah, it's been
I'm
great.
so happy for you, Mark. I'm so proud of you. You're a beautiful part of the community. Um, what would you say to someone who wants to make change, but they've got some doubts, right? Like you in the past, maybe a past version of you. Maybe they've tried a lot of workouts, they've tried diets, they've tried all these things. Maybe they've got some stories running their background saying, hey, they can't do it. Maybe they're going to fail, right? Or maybe they not deserve to be seen, right? They're not having that confidence they want. What would you say to someone like them?
For me, like I think I would like tell them just have a lot of courage, like have a lot of like um, uh, just a lot of like courage to just like take the step. Don't think about it too much, and just you're not going to regret it if you do it. You just honestly won't regret it. It's yeah, just take that step forward, reach out, and just succeed.
Awesome, Mark. What would you say to someone who's like, hey, I don't, I'm too busy, don't have the time, I'm a bit scared, I'm on the fence, I want to do it, but there's just that little last bit of on the fence going on.
I'd say like think about the future. Like have some thoughts like inside yourself, like in your mind. Like close your eyes. Like think about the person you want to be,
Yeah,
and and work towards that person that you want to be, and just keep thinking it, and have that determination to just go for it. Don't think twice. Don't get
let's,
into your head.
yeah,
Yeah, just really go for it.
let's go. Your embodiment, Mark, that you're glowing, um, is amazing seeing the courage, right? For people listening to my story, there's a lot of behind the scenes that goes on. There's a vulnerability in our group conversations, right? Um, you're being incredibly courageous, right? Even jumping on this live, first ever live, just like, hey, I just said, hey, do you want a challenge? Conflict crushing challenge. It's like, yeah, let's go for it, right? At first, it's scary, but I just want to acknowledge you, Mark, for the bravery, the courage, the resilience, the grit, showing up, right? You haven't I don't think I've ever once heard you make an excuse throughout our journey. You've always been owning every single part of this journey, right? Because ultimately, we can give you the community, the tools, everything, but it's still up to number one, Mark, to stand up and walk and do the work. And I just want to acknowledge you for that. The last thing before we jump off is what are you most excited for going forward? Because we're just getting warmed up. We're 3 months in, right? We've got a whole year stretch. Plus, we're just getting warmed up. What are you most excited for moving forward?
Um, I think now, like, because I've had like the taste of like the success, like a bit of the success, like I can, when I look in the mirror, I like, what I can see in the mirror now, and I'm like, "Oh, do you know what? I can actually push this even further."
Yeah,
So I'm excited to like just like take myself to another level now, and
let's
say, do you know
go.
what? Like I think I've like, I've kind of got kind of like a fine pat of like what I'm eating.
Yeah,
Maybe I can do a little bit better. So maybe like excited to kind of like just work on that a little bit more. But then like going to the gym now and just saying, do you know what? I can actually lift more weights.
let's
I
go.
can push myself a little bit further. And that's what I'm excited for. Seeing like how far I can actually go now.
Oh yeah, we're in the
Yeah.
flow, right? We're in that. We transition from the states of the doubt to actually like seeing results. We know what's possible now. It's now like, hey, what do we desire? What do we want? Super excited for you, Mark. Everybody, thank you for jumping in and listening and supporting. us on this journey and witnessing Mark. I know this is going to inspire many of you who are wanting to make a change. So I just want to let you guys know that it's so possible. I have doubt every single day. We all do, every single human. But it's our ability to watch those fears and doubts and say, you know what, we're going to lead with the higher version of ourselves. We're going to lead with who we want to be. That really creates a transformation. And Mark, thank you for being the embodiment of that human.
No, all good. Thanks as well, Jared.
Awesome, guys. See you guys all soon.